Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I also have a few new makeup products to try. I received a PR package from Kaja, which was so exciting. And I have a lip balm and scrub. I have their heart-shaped sponge, and then I also got one of their cheek stamps in the shade Spicy. So I'm going to try those. I also figured since I'm using Kaja makeup, I would use my Bento eyeshadow. I haven't used this in so long and it kind of inspired me to bring it out. I did use this Kaja blush in my most recent makeup inventory video, and I love this blush. It's very, very unique to my collection. So I'm wondering how the cheeky stamp formula compares to just like the little potted cream blush formula. And then I also have three products that I've vaguely recently received in different Ipsy bags. This was in my most recent, the Yenza Super Serum Silk Foundation. Very excited to try this. I'm pretty sure I did this as an add-on, the Patrick Ta Velvet Blush in the shade She's Seductive. And then I also have a Nabla Shine Theory Lip Gloss in the shade Renaissance. So that's all the newer products I'll be trying out this video. Oh, I forgot. I also got these really pretty daisy handle Farrah brushes. In my most recent Ipsy, I'll be using those too. Like I said, like I was about to say, I did jot down like a couple topics of things going on that we can talk about today. I was also asked to address a specific topic that I definitely have a lot of thoughts on that I can talk about today. So if you guys are just interested in hanging out, doing makeup and all that stuff, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so I cannot get Encanto out of my head. It's a curse that I'm currently living in. So I'm gonna start with this, the Balmy Bento Lip Balm and Scrub. I usually put on a lip balm before I start my makeup anyway, just to like get my lips a little less crusty. So does this have a shade? Strawberry Rosé. I'm looking forward to this. I really enjoy the Kaja products that I have. Obviously it's just the two, but I am very excited. So the top portion, I'm guessing, is the balm. Yeah, so the top portion is a lip balm, and I'm guessing the bottom is a scrub. Oh, it smells really good. So I really am excited to try this. So I'm gonna start with the scrub. It's not too gritty. Sometimes a lip scrub can be too gritty. All right, I'm gonna wipe it off really quick. Oh, that feels really nice. And then I'm gonna pop on the balm to prep our lips. Yes, this kind of product is so perfect just to like keep on my vanity. That was fun. Right, now I'm going to put on some of my Becca Backlight Primer. I have been using this so much lately and it is so good. I still have not found a similar type primer that I like more than this one. I love the actual texture of this one. And I feel like a lot of primers that are like this type of primer, they can be a little too Tin Man glowy versus I really like this one. Like I even occasionally put this one like on my shoulders and stuff in the summertime. Before I get into the chatty get ready with me, I'm going to open this heart-shaped blending sponge. I'm very curious about this. I'm like pretty picky about sponge shapes. I could see how this works because I don't mean to be a buzzkill, but I think it's very strange that e.l.f. made that donut shaped sponge. Like I get it, but like also I need some sort of pointy end when it comes to a sponge because I like to get right in here, and I feel like this still addresses that concern. I do think this would cause some issues, like you're not gonna be able to use that spot right there, but I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna go wet this and then we'll get into chit-chatting. Okay, so it did get bigger. It's pretty squishy. It feels nice. I don't know if this is my ideal sponge shape. So the topic also, I'm not necessarily going to talk about every single makeup product I'm using, so anything I don't mention will be listed down below. If links are affiliated, they will be labeled with an asterisk, and I thank you in advance for using them. Right now, this is my form of income. I was asked about if Phoebe has begun having tantrums and how I handle them. Yes, she definitely started getting her bigger feelings around when she turned a year old. I don't think she's hit maximum level of tantruming. I think she's kind of just in the earlier stages. I feel like right now she's having a lot of either food related or separation anxiety related kind of meltdowns. As far as how am I handling them? Terribly, if I'm going to be completely honest. It's definitely not something that's coming natural to me. It's very overwhelming, which I kind of assumed it would be, but knowing that what you're in for doesn't make it easier. Just like knowing that having a newborn is insane doesn't make having a newborn easy. So I did read, I started a book, never had time to finish it, but I did get the book, I think it's called Gentle Discipline, that talks about handling different types of situations with children and their brain development and everything. And it's basically all about gentle parenting, which to our best, we do try to go by a gentle parenting lifestyle over here. Easier said than done, and I know that. One thing that I did set up in our house, which I did do a full video about this, is I did set up a quiet corner. Now, I think she's still too young to fully utilize a little quiet area to kind of regain her emotions and regulate herself, but I wanted to set it up now for her to have a place where she feels comfortable, and she really, really likes the little area I set up for her. And I basically put all toys that are kind of like toys I know she can sit down and play with independently, but also they're not like loud musical toys. It's just kind of like toys that she can like sit down and be busy with to just like help regulate herself. I know that it's something that can be commonly found in like classrooms for younger kids, but we had like a little unused area in our house that I set up for that purpose. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Yenza foundation. I don't know, I think I'm gonna use a brush because it says it's a serum foundation. So like I was saying, a lot of her outbursts, so to speak, seem to be very focused on food right now and separation anxiety. She is not doing well with being, at least not being apart, but watching Scott leave. Right now she's very much in this daddy's girl mode. So like she does not like seeing him leave a room. It gets her so upset. Ooh, this is more covered than I expected. So I would say some of her worst meltdowns are if Scott's leaving the room, which it's not the easiest to deal with. Like yesterday, she had a complete meltdown in the bathroom because he had been washing her and I walked over to wash her hair and she thought that he could potentially be leaving the bathroom. She had a complete meltdown in the bathtub, and she's never really had a meltdown in the bathtub before. Like the bathtub has always kind of been like our safe haven and our happy place, and like the one place where I'm like, okay, this is like a good place for her to like calm down and like reset. So that was a little surprising. I was able to get her to calm down a little, but Scott never left the room. Like she was like, it was all like in her head, like that he might leave the room, and it was very scary for her. Before I talk about the other situation. Okay, so once I feel like I kind of tapped over it with the sponge, I feel like the brush first with this actually made this look really, really nice. It's a very pretty looking foundation. And I did get this in the shade Light Neutral, I think. So the other situation that's been more difficult for me to handle, more so than the separation anxiety, because she's always been like a clingy kid. Like we've never really had her in a stage of life where she wasn't like always like needing to be touching someone. But food has gotten harder, which I knew as she kind of got more into toddler mode, food would begin to be more of an issue. And for me, since Phoebe was always really bad at drinking her bottle, I had so much joy in introducing Phoebe to solid food, because for once I actually felt like I was feeding my child and like she wasn't like under eating. Now I don't necessarily think she's under eating, but she definitely has become more picky, and like she'll love something one day and hate it the next day. And I know that's like toddler 101. That doesn't make it easier. I mean, she's turned 15 months old and she's a 20-pound kid. Like she's very, very tiny. And I mean, the doctor says everything looks fine. And I mean, who am I to, you know, fight them on that? But it gets very worrisome when like you serve her a full lunch and she like takes 2 bites and she's done. I don't know when that gets easier, the worrying about nutrition, but it's still very stressful. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Cheeky Stamp blush in the shade Spicy. Okay, I'm going to open it with you guys. So I think the top is the stamp. Okay. Has anyone tried these before? I mean, I've definitely watched videos of people using them, but I was always worried it wasn't like pigmented enough based on what I like. But I definitely am digging this color. It looks like a color I will like, so I'm going to, okay. And I'll probably blend it. I don't know if I'm gonna go in with a sponge or a brush. Let's see how it looks and then I'll decide. So, Okay. I kind of want to go in with a second. Okay, and now I guess I'll go in with the brush. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. I definitely need 2 stamps worth. But like this side has it and this side doesn't. I think that looks really pretty. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't get like a shade that isn't like my style. I tend to prefer like more of a, I don't know if this is a neutrally shade, but more like not pink, I guess you could say. Ooh, I think that looks pretty. Now it's not very pigmented and I'm tempted. Should I go in with another layer just for fun? Let's see. Okay, okay. Okay, I think that looks really, really nice. Okay, I'm into it. I'm digging it. I'm so excited. You know, I do appreciate like for us. Okay, how the heck do I, oh, it twists. Okay, we're back together. I do like for how Kaja being a Sephora brand, it's not like the most outrageously priced, which is nice. Okay, we're talking about, oh, I completely lost my train of thought. Basically, I worry a lot about eating because it's something we've always kind of struggled with since she was born. And she just had her 15-month appointment and the doctor says everything's good, so I believe them. Okay, so that's all the cream products on my face. I feel like that all looks really good over that foundation. Phoebe is at her Grammy's house right now and I keep getting videos of her eating fried rice for the first time. Fried rice without egg though, of course. Let's see. Oh, I also wanted to say, like, I think for me with the tantrums, I'm struggling a lot with my patience. In general, I'm not the most patient person, so that it's something that has definitely been a challenge for me with all of this going on. But also, I am someone who's very easily triggered by sound. Like since I was like a little kid, like younger than Phoebe, I tend to have very intense reactions to sound. I get very upset and I have like no control over it. If I'm warned about a sound about to happen, I can kind of brace myself for impact almost. But if a sound happens and I'm not prepared, I get very upset. I think it actually is a medical condition. I have looked it up and there is no cure. I just get to live like this forever. Isn't that fun? Anyway, so big emotions from small children are harder for me to handle and I'm working on it. If you've mastered the tantrum, please share your insight. I was definitely about to say something. I don't even remember. Well, we're just gonna make a big turn out of that tantrum conversation because I don't know where I was going, but we just got Phoebe some dump trucks for outside and there's a reason I'm talking about this, not just. So we've been doing a pretty good job like giving her a good variety of like outdoor toys to have and play with, but we kind of both got to the point where we realized like, first of all, a lot of the stuff we have is stuff for like really like in the summer, like water stuff and sandy stuff and just like not 50 degrees out stuff. There's lots of bubbles, but bubbles is us having to like, you know, blow the bubbles for her to catch. And we didn't really have much for her to do, like just playing in the grass, but like independently. If you're familiar with the Instagram account, Busy Toddler, she kind of makes like little like, I don't know, they're like newsletters with different like, regarding different topics. And she had one on outdoor toys and Scott and I both were looking through them independently. We both kind of zoned in on dump truck. Dump truck you can do anything with, really. You can push it in the grass. You can fill it with any different thing, like it can kind of be a different activity every time you play with it. I had found a consignment shop that's like a toy consignment shop near us. And we went there looking for a dump truck. It was so cool. Like, it was like the coolest consignment shop I've ever been to. Phoebe actually picked out like a little set of animals. She's very into like little animals right now. She got a set from Kohl's the other day. She's very into like little animals. And I also found her a few frozen things too. I told Scott, I was like, it's really nice that she's into a movie where like the sequel's more recent, but the original is so old that the kids that love that movie have outgrown their toys, so we can get a lot of frozen stuff secondhand. We basically only wound up finding one dump truck there, and it was like a metal Tonka truck, and it was really nice, but it was $25, and $25, maybe if it wasn't $25 we would have gotten it, but it wasn't really what we were looking for. And I actually wound up finding a 2-pack on sale at Target from the B Toys brand, and they're, I mean, like, I think the one is so big that I could technically put Phoebe in it. I'm not gonna tell her that she can fit in it, but like, It is large and it's these two, and the smaller one fits in the bigger one's like bed, I guess you would call it. And they were on sale for just under $20. So we got 2 trucks for under 20. And they're plastic, and like the people in the reviews were like, they had us sold on the quality of the trucks. But yeah, I was wondering if you guys have any outdoor toy recommendations for like toddler age. Like, we have a lawnmower that we got her on sale last season. It's like a bubble lawnmower, and I kind of want to save that for the summertime or later in the spring to open that up once she kind of gets a little better at walking, because she's still clumsy bumsy at this point. And like, I don't really trust her at this point in her walking game. Walking on the cement by herself, she's not graceful enough. She wipes out too much for that still. So we mainly play in the grass right now. And I had tried to take out, she has like a push walker that's a stroller, and I was like, oh, this would be fun to play out. Nope, that thing did not push in the grass, which was another reason we were trying to find something she could push, and we wanted to put the truck. So something that's like an independent toy though, not something where I have to do all the work, because I need a break from playing all the time, which is another reason we made that quiet corner, because like I said, it's all like toys that she can play with independently. She doesn't need me to sit there and, you know, do stuff. I'm really trying to work on her independence, which it's not, independent play hasn't been her strong suit. She definitely has been getting better at it, but I definitely could use a break from playing with toys all the time. So right now I'm using the Kaja Bento Trio. I have this one in Chocolate Dahlia, so it's 2 brown mattes and a really pretty shimmer. Oh, I could talk to you guys about her 15-month appointment. I don't know if you guys were, if I really talked about her 12-month appointment. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. She hysterically cried the entire time. It was so bad. It was just terrible. And we were pretty nervous going into this appointment because of that. So we took a little bit more precautions this time that we hadn't taken the first time. So like the last time we went, she had pooped in her diaper in the car, and I was like, oh, we'll just change her when she gets into the room. That was a bad mistake. Big mistake. Starting off with a diaper change for her was not where it was at. That was a big problem. So already going in with a clean diaper made a big difference. And then for weighing, I knew the last 2 times that she has been, they have that, a nurse has tried to weigh her. She has refused to sit on the scale. So before we even started, I told the doctor, I was like, just letting you know, the last 2 times she had to get weighed with Scott. And she said, you know what? To avoid any problems, let's just do that right off the bat. So then we didn't have any dramatics with getting weighed. And then not like a month or 2 ago, we had officially switched from regular Pampers to the Pampers 360 Fit. So they're slide-on diapers. So she never had to lie down on the like table in the doctor's office, which she hates being laid down. So the fact that like one of us could hold her and the other one just fly that diaper up her butt avoided another meltdown. She really didn't get upset until the stethoscope was brought out. She is very scared of the stethoscope. I will say overall, the crying was not even as close to it was at the 12-month appointment. And as we were sitting there waiting for the doctor after the nurse left, I said to Sky, I said, I think we really should have gotten a doctor's kit, like a little kid doctor's kit. I think it would have prepped her better for this. And he agreed. And literally that night we went out to Kohl's because I was looking up like doctor's kits, and they had the Fisher Price one there. And I remember in the 90s, I had the little 90s one. It's similar, but it's honestly, I think the 90s one was better than the one that they sell these days. But now we have a doctor's kit, and because like she had just seen the doctor, I think she understands more like this is what the doctor was wearing, and we listen to our heart. So like we practice playing doctor a lot now, just to get her ready for her next appointment. It's not for a while, but I don't think we could prepare for this soon enough. I will say though, with the shot, she had 3 shots this time, and the shots she cries less than the actual appointment. So yeah, everything else was fine. Nothing really to write home about with the doctor's appointment. Let's see what else I had on my list. Oh, I did not get anything during this Sephora sale. I don't really have like money that I have set aside to spend from new makeup. I just kind of get my Ipsy every month, but for my birthday I did get a $15 gift card to Sephora, and I was going to use it during the sale. And there was one thing I wanted. So I'm VIB, I think. Maybe I'm not even, I don't know. I'm one of the lower tiers. And I couldn't even get what I wanted because it says sold out. It was like this little set from Rare Beauty because I tried a couple products from Rare Beauty recently and I liked them. So I wanted to try one of the little sets. It was called like Selena's Favorites. And it was completely out of stock the whole time I wanted to get it. So I did not get anything during the sale. So maybe I'll get something else another day, I don't know. I feel like sometimes they randomly drop sales when they're trying to get more people to buy. I really do like these Kaja eyeshadows. The one thing is the glitter usually has a lot of fallout. I did try to put on a bunch of the NYX glitter primer with this, so hopefully it stays, but it is just so shimmery and pretty. And I'm gonna try this Patrick Ta blush. The only thing I've ever tried from Patrick Ta is one of their lip glosses, and I like it. It's a nice formula. Ah, it's so pretty, and it's gonna get so many fingerprints on it. So this is the shade. She's Seductive. I'm gonna go in with this angled brush. It's pretty. I like a powdery blush that doesn't look powdery. That looks really, really nice. What else do I have on here? Oh, I didn't mean to tell you. When we were at that consignment shop and Kohl's, the thing that has helped me so much with, especially like Phoebe not freaking out in stores, which she did not, she was so perfectly behaved both times we went out this week, which is saying a lot because she can be difficult. I have the Tush Baby where it's like, it's almost like a giant fanny pack. So there's a little pouch on the front and then it has like a seat on my hip. So I can hold her the whole time without her feeling heavy. Not that she's very heavy, but it's hard to hold her for a long time. But when she's in that little Tush Baby, as long as she is attached to her mama, she was so good the whole time. Like when Scott was checking out at the consignment shop, the woman gave Phoebe a free little like bath book. She was like, she was so good. She was all, because like we were the only people in the store that day. She was like, she was so quiet and good. And I was like, yeah, because she's attached to my hip. But she is not like the biggest fan of being in her stroller. She doesn't really like being confined. She likes being held. So that Tush Baby has come in handy. And our local farm that she loves is opening up this week. And I have a feeling I'm going to be using it a lot at the farm. This is the spray in my project pan. I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to get out of it because I have to like hold it at this like angle to use it. And it like really drenches me. Kind of gotta just like push it in. Oh, I also have 2 potential video ideas for my next kind of chatty makeup video. I'm gonna do lips next. I'm gonna go in with the lip liner in my project pan. The first is, I was watching Bailey Sarian's new Dark History on student loans, and I thought that I could share my experience with like loans and college and why I went to college and not trade school and all this stuff, and how student loans have affected me and stuff. I was wanting to make that a whole conversation, or I also could do another story time roulette. I basically am going to do both at some point soon. I was just wondering which one you'd want to see first. If you're wondering what a story time roulette is, I've done one so far. I literally just have a note in my phone where like when I think of stories from my life, I write them down. And then what I did that day was I used a number generator and I just let it generate numbers, and I just told stories from my life while I did my makeup. Some of them are very ridiculous, especially in the last video. I really like this foundation. It looks so good. I feel like I never stray from my current foundation routine, and lately it's been mixing the Fenty Eavesdrop with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, I think it's called. So it's nice to try something new out. I feel like this like is a very nice, healthy looking foundation. Oh, and if you're watching this and you're a makeup loving person like me, how do you guys feel about having your makeup done by someone else? The last time I had my makeup done by someone else was my brother's wedding in 2018, and I hated the way my makeup looked. But I didn't have like the confidence to like do my makeup for an entire day. I just don't have those skills. And I'm getting my makeup done and my hair for Scott's sister's wedding in May. I've looked at the person's like I guess their website, and I really like the way the makeup looks. I think this person might have more of my style. Oh my god, this smells delicious. This Nabla gloss. Ooh, that is such a nice, oh, that is a great gloss. I love that. That feels so good. That is so like creamy and glidey and moisturizing. But that's the full look. I feel like it needs more blush. Let's just do a little bit more. Why not? Okay, oh dear, my camera's overheating, so this is the perfect time to wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys thought of any of the topics I talked about, or the makeup I used, or if you've used any of these makeup products before. Let me know in the comments, and as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!